I got electrocuted. Right, we're stopping at Preston. Right, now which tap did... Oh, this is the percentage tap. I don't like the percentage tap. Right, put her into forward. So 28 is run down. 60 is nada. Tap. 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 Right, run that down to nada. Lovely. Nice. And we got proper signals as well. InstaSim, just do one on YouTube. Do a tutorial. And then I'll see if I can follow it, and if I can't, then I'll let you know. Oh, what's that we've just gone through? Oh, it's Alright, let's get this spam can moving. Well, won't be before you get a new PC, okay. Well, do you know of any good tutorials out there for doing it? Because all the ones that I've seen before are quite difficult to follow. I want somebody that takes you through it bit by bit, using the simplest programs, everything free, unless you can use Fireworks, because I've got Fireworks. So if you can do it using Fireworks PNG, then I can use that. Warning for that. Dash dig. There's a good reskinning tutorial made. Dash dig, can you link me into that, please, on a whisper? Hi, by the way. Right, I like it. We're down powers off as we go through the sump, and now we can power up. I've got RW tools. There's a command thingy called SIRS. Okay, I don't know what that is. I've got WinRAR, but don't you need a program that will edit the graphics? That's the program that the tutorial that I use. They use some really expensive one, and I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that because I don't understand what he's doing. Why have I shut off? We don't want to shut off. We want to shut up. Hey, what? Gosh, this is loud. Is this loco loud for you guys? If so, please tell me, and I can fix that. Right, let's get up to 90. You can't send me a whisper. That's because you need to friend me first, Dash Dig. GIMP is similar to Photoshop. Yeah, I have GIMP, but I prefer the other one, Fireworks. And you don't need the SIRS program. Okay. Well, either that, Dash Dig, or stick it in chat and one of the mods will whisper it to me. But you need to ask permission first, don't just put it in. You can't hear the loco, there's someone talking. I'm fine, I'll shut up then. That's that. Forgot about Victorian Lads tutorial. That one's fairly new compared to the one that you saw. 86612 is a regular to Ipswich. Nice. Right, let me. Right, there you go, Dash Dig. I've accepted that. This is West Coast Main Line over Shap. No, we're okay, we're not doing that speed yet. Thank you. I've seen 2, but I can't remember the numbers. It was a double head like this. If you want the numbers of the ones that I saw, they're on YouTube. Watch the neutral sections. Okay. I thought that was West Coast Main Line North that had the neutral sections. Why can I not go faster than this? Or is there like a max speed of the loco or something that I've missed? Because I'm sure that I could do line speed if I tried. Seems as though I've only got one engine though. I've got full taps. You watched it and he made it simple. You go, okay. It's Shap that does. Okay. I'll keep an eye out for them. Can't because the gradient's eased. Limited clearance. Oh, ideal place for a snappity snap that. And I missed it. There we go. And I missed it as well. Trees! Great. I've got a thing for snappity snaps for buildings in the background at the moment. I'm going to go to a building phase. Oh no. The only non-towed electric trains you've seen were class, and that was moving around at Chester. Oh, okay. Faster than this. We must go faster than this. Oh, speed up. Gerard with 100 bits. Thank you very much, Gerard. Let's get some GGs for Gerard. Thanks, mate. Job interviews 1 week tomorrow. Okay, Mr. Sim. Remind me next Saturday. Ben, you never answered the question about scenario making. Have you tried any more scenarios since we did that one on Saturday? Right, we're on a 1 in 70. Trying to move at the same rate as the train, make it look as though I'm actually driving it. Good, more greens, we like greens. I'm beginning to feel we should see some AI shortly. Oh, okay. Will it be ready for next week, Ben? Oh, nice, it's the sim. Yeah, I got rid of the adventures because there was only 3 or 4 and they were pretty boring. So although they were a good idea, they needed to be a lot longer and a lot better written, and I'm not that type of guy that can write that type of thing. Hopefully, yes. Okay, good, Ben. Because we've got to put all the bells and whistles on it, if I remember. If you can just remind me as well when we get there as to what it was we actually, how far we actually got with it, because I can't remember. Did we get all the moving AI in? I think we did, didn't we? Scotsman, good evening. You missed a fairly successful run on a German route. Haha, you missed it. 10 more hours and you'll be past the amount of hours watch time you have on YouTube in the past 12 months. Well, you stay around then, InstaSim. CAP can't do sales, it's just a silent drive. What do you mean by that, Fab? You're not planning to go anywhere? I don't get that one. We got all the moving AI done. Okay, so our next job then is bells and whistles and statics, isn't it? Do you want to try your hand at some Lua scripting, Ben? Just some basic stuff. Sell the product. Oh, okay. crap, but hey. You want to know what features it has, not what it looks like in a pre-recorded video in silence. Oh. Yeah. Right, we seem to be doing pretty well. That speed. To be honest with you, I'm not motivated to buy any of AP's stuff. Right, I'm going to test Ben's theory and reduce that all the way back to 0. I'll take you through it, Ben. All you'll have to do is type what I type. Right, I've busted that up somehow. There we go, it's coming down again now. Right, when that's down, press the reset. And then we should be able to notch that back up. There we go. Silent video with a car crash chat. What do you mean? Oh. Yeah. InstaSim, yeah, but they could at least advertise it better. AP could advertise better. That's the thing, there's nothing that makes me want to go out and get that particular loco. Maybe I should approach some of these people and say that I'll stream their stuff. Right, we can just leave it set up like this, can't we, for the next 70 odd miles? Let's come outside and ride the train out here. Are we losing power? No, we're just going up a steeper hill. Yeah, same with me, Ben. I've got their light pack, which I really like, and I've got their pacer. I think that's it from them. But it's like anything. It's like with what I've bought with JT. It's advanced steam locos, which I was going to get regardless of whether they sold them well or not. I looked at the package, I got one of them, I liked it, so I got all of them. and it's that type of thing. The JTA4s I'm not bothered about. They're not advanced locos. So it's just, if it's advanced enough I'll get it, if not, nah. InstaSim you should get JT's advanced locos. They are good, they are worth it, especially the standards. The standard 4, standard 5, the Clan and the 7, the Britannia. The Clan not so much, but the 4, 5 and 7, definitely get them. Oh yeah, they are fantastic. See, for me, Sprinter, so long as it sounds like a train, it's okay. Like a steam train, if it goes chuff chuff, I'm happy. Right, I'm going to test Ben's theory out, because I'm going to leave the power on through this neutral section. City of Truro is good, but get your standards. Get your standards. The standard 5, standard 4 and the Britannia. Oh, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. And you're going to need them for my scenario pack. Right, there's the warning for the neutral section. There's the neutral section, did nothing. Right, we need to start slowing down for the 70, and I've shut that off, and I shouldn't have. Digital traction's quite good as well. I need to look into a bit more of their stuff, if I'm honest with you. Right, I'm just going to keep this off whilst we roll through here. There we go, speed back up. Yeah, I don't notice them doors because you only used it in cab. From DT, although it's pretty good if you get it from the other website, Steam Sound Supreme, their collect goods is good. Well worth a look in. Put that back to 0, didn't I? Fool. Yeah, you were telling me about that AP Thumper. Telling you now, I love them JT advanced locos. We need a lot more scenarios making with them. We need a better way of sharing them as well. I mean, for how good it is, I still can't get my head around how to use UKTS. So, like for example, if I wanted a scenario with a JT Mano in it, how do I find that scenario? Okay, I might have a look into them, Dashstick, when I next get a bit of spare capital and they get a sale on. Oh, I don't mind the download thing. The download thing's fine. I wish it had a better search system. I can't understand it. I can't get my head around it. Like I say, I want to go in and say, right, I'm looking for a mana class scenario and have all the mana class scenarios listed. Or, you know, I want a mana class on West Coast Main Line over Shap, and then filter it that way. One of the other things that I find with UKTS is everybody uses everything, and I've not necessarily got everything they put in the scenarios. You really want the Terrier from Steamstone Supreme? Yes, definitely, it's a good one. Indeed, Dashtig. Benefits of being a mat sub. Benefits I can't offer. I bet this is really nice for a snappity snap. Coming through here with these bridges. Like that. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Yeah, definitely the latter. I do like UKTS, I'm just not very good at using it. Quite enjoying this scenario. Since we don't have to do anything, let's come to somewhere. Oh, a shed. Let's come here. Actually, if we come here and we stand... Oh no, I'm not going to get them both. We might do. If we come down illegally by the track. And we time that just right. That wasn't timed just right, but hey. See where we can go. We're coming up towards Shap Summit now. Let's be in this yard. Nice. Let's watch the whole train go through. Right, we're at Shap Summit now. It's downhill from here on out. Downhill. Yeah, the Steam Workshop's the same. Although I do like that now it tells you when you don't have all the content. Scotsman, no I haven't. Unfortunately, I don't know Java well enough to be able to do a substitute and to approach Matt and his dad and say, you know, I'd like to do this. But let's leave UKTS there. It's a good little site. It's good if you know how to use it and what you're looking for. And I've had a few bits off it. I've had quite a lot of it actually. So it is good, and it is a fantastic way of sharing stuff. But I don't know coding well enough for that. Ben, are you there? What was I going to say? Ben. Have you got any? Have you got Notepad? Or have you got Notepad++? I wish I knew how to code. I know the principles of quite a few codes, but sitting down and making something with them is a very, very different topic. You're here, okay. Only Notepad. Will you be able to get Notepad++? It's free. If you can't find it, tell me and I'll send you a link on Discord. Indeed, Scotsman. I'm going to attempt to teach Ben how to script in Lua. Just the basic stuff. I've added some screens. Oh, nice. Are these trains that you've made? Yeah, the back end's a huge job. Right, I believe we're heading south, aren't we? Or are we heading north? We might be going north, actually. I don't know where we started. Drop you the link just in case. Okay, nice one. And then I will also give you this code that needs to go at the top, and then we can talk through that at the beginning. Right guys, let's move away from the topic of UKTS and conclude that it's a great site that perhaps could do with a overhaul, but that's up to the guy that runs it. Oh, okay. New ones to your collection. I don't think I've played everything that I have. Oh, nice. Posty! Postman Pat. Postman Pat. Is that Nelsam driving that? Nelsam, are you driving that train? Postman Pat with his black and white cat. Exactly, InstaSim. If you're good enough and you want to approach admin, fine. Go ahead. If not, don't complain. He says, having started the complaint off himself. Glad the nasty weather's gone for me. It was gone yesterday. Or the day before. Can't remember. Yesterday. Yesterday, because I was still complaining the day before that I had to go to work. It was gone by yesterday. Is Nelsam here? I don't think Nelsam's here. He's driving that train. He was in earlier, but he might have gone. Must have been Scotsman. He's not in chat. Yeah, I wish I said to Mrs. Jenks the one day, I wish I had a new camera, because some of the photos I've taken on my phone camera were awesome, and imagine having a proper camera. I'll get one day. Where you from, Dashtig? Oh, okay, so the others have gone. Canada. Okay. Same as Mr. Scotsman then. Oh yeah, it's there, the vlog video. Scotsman, I put the vlog video thing in Moobot. I don't know if you've seen it. Canada, where they speak Canadian. Right, the fact that we're going flat out and that ETA isn't moving means we've probably got a red signal somewhere. More specifically, Canada's capital city. That would be Toronto then. Oh, Ottawa. Okay, that shows my lack of geographical knowledge. Can we just blame Canada for the snow? Yes, we can. No, they continue, Sprinter. There was a video I saw on YouTube of they're just going through the trees, just breaking them as they go. You knew he was going to say that. Oh, for the snow. No delays. Jake said we can. Simulator Daz has to go now, not a problem. Thank you very much for joining. Oh, me saying Toronto. I don't know. I've been to Toronto. I've not been to Ottawa, Iowa. I don't know. My geography is terrible. I can get around the UK and that's about it. A little bit. Sprinter. As we said right back at the beginning of the stream, a lot of it is to do with the infrastructure that's now on the track base, to do with the signals, and when that freezes and you can pass a current across it, then it reckons that there's a train there, and that will give signal failures and all sorts of stuff. You get problems with the catenary and all that type of thing, but we need to sit down. And when you look at the infrastructure in places like Canada and what do they call that region? Norway, the Scandinavia. They have it so often that they're prepared for it, ready to go. We don't. We don't get it on that type of basis and to that type of level. So we haven't got the infrastructure because it would be too much money for us to get that infrastructure going for how little we would use it. It's like, for example, snow chains on tyres in Canada needed because they use it for half the year. In the UK, it will tear up all the roads within 5 minutes because we don't get enough snow for it to work. And so that's why we struggle, because we don't have the infrastructure and we don't have the snowfall to warrant the infrastructure. In my opinion. I have to start adding that now, because I don't genuinely know that, but that's what I've heard that it is. To be fair, still been operating trains quite well. I think they've caused more cancellations. I'm sacked by Scotsman this time. Ooh. Health and safety, okay, no. Yep. Indeed. Fab. Well, it's getting the money to spend. Sprinter, they can spend the money, but they'll just charge more in taxes. And that's the problem, is that wherever they try it and spend money or get money from, people backlash. You know, they could spend all the money that they get on the rail infrastructure, and then you get backlash for them not spending it on the NHS. They spend it on the NHS. You get backlash for them not spending it on the fire brigade, and where do they spend this money that they can't afford? And I'm going to stop there, because otherwise you get big political views. Exactly, Fab. 7 years is a long time to not get snow. Palm tree, exactly. Were you wrapping your palm trees in blankets to try and keep them warm? I know that the rail infrastructure and the spending on it is a political issue. Be very careful with the topic of politics, guys. Just because obviously politics is a hot topic and somebody will have an opinion that differs from yours, so just be careful in chat. I'm sure some of you have an opinion that differs to mine. So... Right, we're still going quite well. Let's get some outsidey shots again. With that moon, that looks pretty awesome. Just want one where we're clear, maybe on a bridge or something ahead. We'll have a look. See what we can do. Let's run ahead of the train. Run right ahead of the train, see if there's a bridge coming up. A nice bridge that we can take a snappity snap off. Yeah, well, there's an embankment. Don't think that's gonna work, but embankments normally mean bridges. Where can we be? Down here, I think. No, that's not quite gonna work. If we go, no, because that's not quite going to work, because you're not going to see the moon above the train. There we go. If we go to about there, get back. Here she comes. There she goes. The ice is about 2 foot thick. The AP, is it the AP pack that's doing this to the lighting? Because to be honest with you, I didn't take much notice of the difference when I put it in. Let's just do some outsideness. Yeah, I have the light pack. Right, we got 35 miles to go. What do you mean, good lad, Scotsman? Don't have the AP lighting pack, but then you don't really see a need for it either. Personally, I suppose it's a nice addition. Well, I got it because I got it on offer. It was about 50p when I got it, so I thought, why not? I have no idea what Mr. Harrison and Dashstick are talking about, so I'm going to leave them to it. And it works on a fairly... I don't know what... Like I said, I got it cheap, so I didn't check all of that. Oh, good lad on getting the light pack. Oh, okay. I think I've missed half the conversation anyway, Dashstick, so you two just carry on. Sprinter! Does the beard really make me look that old, Sprinter? First of all, he tells me to be quiet, and now... Yes, you did say that. You said something about hearing the noise of the locos, but there's somebody talking all over it. wouldn't quite say I'm a boy either, Scotsman. But unless, of course, I'm in Wales, in which case I'm definitely a boy-o. You guessed. Oh, okay. Well, you guessed wrongly, Sprinter. You guessed very wrongly. Oh gosh, I'm not even 31 yet. Give me some time. 21. Thank you, Scotsman. No, I'm not. Don't lie. I should show Miss Jenks the comments. I will do. Starting to go quite dark now. Mr. Harrison is ancient. No, you're not, Ben. Don't be silly. You're only a year or so older than me. Nice one, Sprinter. What's the date today? 4th. So, Ben, how old will you be in 24 days? Oh, hands-off driving, eh? Why the UK rules. None of this PZBC for stuff. You're in your 30s, oh, is that all that you're going to say? Do you stay in your 30s? 24 days, you see, in 24 days, Mr. Harrison goes up a year. Don't you, Ben? Right, we've just joined another line. Don't know what line that is. You'll just be 24 days older than you want to do. 35. You really want to watch a stream from Alert Canada, as it's the most northern place humans have settled. You already are InstaSim. 18 is legally when you become a man. Otherwise it's 21, key to the door. Ben, according to Sprinter, you've got 24 days left. Enjoy it. Oh. Oh, InstaSim, I'm not mentally at the age to be a man. I don't think men ever mentally get to the age to be men. We still want to be boys. Types the time. Mr. Harrison, you cannot time me out. I run the show. wonder if it would be dark by the time that we finish this scenario. Boys and their toys turn from action men to electric screwdrivers, indeed. That's why I love it so much, Fab. Well, not Top Gear now. It's now what is it? Amazon Top Gear. I still call it Top Gear, but it's not actually Top Gear, is it? But anyway, yeah, them three, fantastic. As we get older, why do you think we play with trains? We play with trains. Our toys just get bigger. That's the one, the Grand Tour. What's that for? More than 75. We're not doing 75. That AWS is bright. It's about the only thing I can see in the cab. We should have instrument lights on. Do we have instrument lights? Hey, we can see the instruments again. Green. Never enjoyed football. Have enjoyed tennis. Not so sure about golf. InstaSim, there is. It's called CptnJenks Heritage Railways. I just haven't quite got it to the Grand Tour type show. It's probably not going to get there, but hey. Is that on Amazon Prime? Yes. What was my favourite loco, non-GWR in real life and TS? Ooh. Was that Carlisle we just went through? I don't know. Ooh, Ben, that's a question and a half. I'll think about that one. Although they do look alike when you're flying through at this speed. Oh, look at that sky. Oh, look at that. We need that in a snappity snap. Let's get out the trees. think it'll have to be Scotsman Ben in real life. Yeah. Maybe Black Fives? No, I think Scotsman. Unfortunately, I do succumb to all the hype of the nation's locomotive. As for in TS, Standard 5 by JT, or the Britannia, one of the JT standards. Yeah, those are my top locos. Right, we've got 17 miles to go. Oh, darn it. That bridge would have been a great shot for a picture under the moon. I love how this has gone dark. We started in light and now we're in dark. I do love that. But thinking of that, can you guys still see okay? Is the gamma okay? Should be. I'm getting quite good gamma through on the... Yours the S160 and in real life an A4 and A6 or a Q6. Oh, okay. I thought that the V2 would have been yours. Do I still like Bishop? Oh no, definitely not Sprinter. They give me a headache. Gamma's fine. Okay, good. Just because my mobile screen has gone black, all I can see is the dials and the hood and the odd signal as it comes past, and I'm just making sure that it's at least entertaining for you guys and you're not just staring at a black screen. Intercity A4. Well, yeah, that goes without saying, Scotsman. We all know that's secretly Mr. Harrison's favourite, but he'll never say it. Of course I've forgiven you, Sprinter. I'd forgotten about it till you typed it. And I thought, what's he on about? And then I remembered. It was my fault. I parked under the canopy and I should have pulled forward and out. I know that station has bad acoustics. Ben is in a river in Egypt. Scotsman, Ben is in a river in Egypt about the whole thing. I love this with the house lights on. Too late again. I'm always too late for these things. I'm going to have to play this one again. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Even though it's just been a set it up and go, I have really enjoyed it. Oh, bus lights on. Awesome. That was something, I don't know what that was. It was either a host or a thing. Let me come to here and check. Train Repairman, thank you for the host with the 3 viewers. Welcome to Train Repairman's viewers. We are currently in 2 spam cans, driving up the west coast main line over Shap. It's gone dark, it started in the light, and we're just taking a load of intermodal freight as far as Preston. Never heard of TSG, also American Trains. Well, InstaSim, you know what they say, if you want a program that's not being made, make it. Because if you want to watch it, other people will. I love these lights in the buildings and everything. And on the cars. Look, ah, that's just genius, I love it. Lights in the bus there, look. Bus lights are on. Nice one, Scotsman. Oh, spam cans of sudden steam. Oh, I thought these were called spam cans as well. I know they're tap taps, but I thought they were also spam cans. Seven miles to go. On the 175's French, I have no idea. I like railways, but I'm not that au fait about railways. I'm a rail enthusiast. I'm not a train spotter. Ooh, we have another host. Let me check to see who that host was. Mark, thank you very much for the host. I'm not going to read all them numbers out. But thank you for the host, Mark. Welcome to the channel. Oh, they are cans, but they're not spam cans. Okay. I thought I'd heard a similar name being applied to these. Anytime. Thanks, Mark. Why people use then instead of than, you have no idea. Then supposed to be used. Yep. Careful, it's the same. Have to be nice to our brothers over the pond. Teach them the language properly. Arriva is owned by DB, so they are run by Germany. Yeah, right. German trains. I actually spotted that on Monday, because we were talking about that over the weekend. Or did we speak about it on Monday? And I spotted it on Tuesday, because I saw the bus pull up, and underneath the Arriva I saw a DB franchise or whatever it says. I was thinking about taking a photo of it for you guys, but there was a queue for the bus. Abellio is Dutch. DB bought Arriva to try and get hold of their German mail up. Oh, okay. I don't know. It's it's the same. You've upset somebody. More greens. This is quite an easy run. It could do with some more AI, I will say that for it. But it's a good run. Bus going over the top. Trains under a bus. Right, we're coming through Oxley's. 3 miles to Preston. You think half the UK franchise map is owned by DB? Right, we don't need to worry about either of these speed changes, we're still going slower than them. Oh, Insta-sim, be careful. I'm not going to tell you off. Yet. Right, we need to start looking at braking, don't we? Press the right button. Brake. We got a 35 coming up. Single yellow, red. We can't get into Preston yet. Will we have to wait a long time to get into Preston? That's the question. Down to 35. If so, where's the PZB? We don't have that, British Rail Network is owned by foreign-based companies. You think Energy and Virgin are actually based in Britain? Right, single yellow with a feather for our 35. We're below the 35. Go via is Anglo-French, with the largest stake being in the UK. The network is owned by Britain and we aren't stupid enough to Dashdig, if you want a link, please get one of the mods to permit it. Just let them know what it's about and then they'll decide whether or not that can go in. Don't just post mods of your own accord, please. No AWS. Okay, need to watch these signals then. Right, there's Preston up line through. Possibly. It's important people know the truth. So far your niece knows that the Tooth Fairy and Santa are mystical. Next year she's going to be out for part-time work to help pay the bills. Oh, okay. I wonder how old your niece is, Sprinter. Right, let's brake for this marker. Train. This is Preston. Different version of spam can. Okay, nice. I'll have a look at that in a second. She's 6. Oh, okay. What's this part-time job she's going to be doing? Next on your list is the French. Right, we've got to stop under this signal. And then that brings us to an end. Just some, oh, what, around the house type of thing. Chores rather than jobs. There we go. La-da! Right, let's lock the brake on. Put it back into neutral. So the engine calms down. And then you get the tap, tap, tap. I think that's why it's called a tap it. Not because you have to tap through it, but because when it's stationary it does that. Tap, 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 tap. Well done, driver. You have successfully managed to complete all of the tasks required of you this tonight. Okay. I enjoyed that. Improper horn use twice. Oh shush, I used it at the boards. Speeding once. Well, completed that. That was good. Well done. Oh.